Did you see it? Well, did you? Didn't you? Did you? Didn't you? Go check it out, boy!
All right, boys and girls, welcome back to Chetty and Lankin's Horror Party Massacre. I got to talk a little bit about a movie I watched that my wife didn't want to watch because she just thought it looked stupid, which is the same thing I thought and my brothers thought when we seen it at the video store way back in the day. We're talking back in the 80s when I was still living up in Michigan. This movie is Video Violence. I kind of grew an obsession with this movie for some reason because I got the soundtrack for it, and after I got the soundtrack I was like, oh my god, I want to see this movie. I gotta see this movie. So I searched and searched and searched and found it, and I watched both part 1 and 2. This is on, these movies are both on the same DVD. They are shot on video, which was a much cheaper way of doing the, of making movies back in the 80s. There's a lot of them out there, like Boarding House, I think, was one. Truth or Dare was another. Video Violence is probably one of the, for me, it's most well known. I actually had to look up and see other titles that were shot on video. But with this one here, we're going to talk a little bit about the movie. Was it as bad as we thought it was going to be? And ironically, it was not. I kind of dug it a little bit. The story for part 1 was interesting. It's focuses, your main character is a guy who owns a video store, mom and pop video store in a small little town. And one day someone returns a videotape that they don't recognize. They stick it in the VCR and they find out it's a homemade snuff film where two guys are killing a girl. And the story goes on from there with them trying to go to the cops. The other employee of the store disappears. They're trying to figure out this mystery, and it's actually not that bad of a storyline. What's funny is you would think for a horror fan that you would love all of the gore scenes. And in this one here, the killing scenes, I didn't like at all. I thought they were over the top. They were annoying. I don't like it when there's nothing but screaming, screaming, screaming. I really did enjoy the story to it, but the killings, your killers were over the top. They were really cruel. They were laughing the whole time, making bad jokes. The person getting killed was screaming, screaming, screaming. I don't like that. That's one of the reasons I don't like Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 1 is because of all the damn screaming. It's annoying. But with Video Violence, the story was very interesting to me. It's something I think that could have been explored a lot more if it was not what it was. The point of the movie was to have these videotapes of people being killed. And they dwelt a lot on that. If they would have done away with that, it might have been a much better movie. I thought some of the characters were pretty decent. Part 2 is not really good at all. I would not sit down and watch part 2 again unless I absolutely had to save my life. It was just not much story at all. The two guys from the original movie are back. They're still doing what they do, only now they are breaking in on the airwaves of public television with their own cable access show where the viewers will send in clips of them doing murders. And they have a special guest in the audience or in their studio that is being tortured. There's no story to it, really. It's not very good. Like I said, the second one, they still shot on video. They still tried to do the same shit. But I definitely would not watch the second one again. It's probably a long time before I watch the first one again, because they're not really highly recommended. The first one did have an interesting storyline that could have been, if they would have went the right way, they could have made it really something interesting and intriguing. But they had to go for the gore. They were trying to meet that audience for that. So in any case, take another look. Video violence. When renting is not enough. I'll put the link down below, I guess, maybe, where I got it from. No, I won't. Fuck that shit. You find it yourself. In any case, so that's my thoughts on video violence. I'll say a little bit here about Truth or Dare. Boring. Boring. The first half hour is a lot of the same damn scene over and over and over and over and over and over again. I couldn't make it past that first half hour. The rest of the movie might be stellar. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked hearing about video violence. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down below. Have you never heard of it? You're probably a majority there. In any case, I hope you like this video. Hit the like and share and subscribe and bell buttons. And try not to take your love of horror real far. Like, you know, let's just keep it to renting or streaming. We don't need to go beyond that. Stay spooky.
I want to thank you. Anything you want, you just name it.